Hello, YouTube. I did some correspondence through Right to Know Act in New Hampshire, Freedom of Information Act, whatever you want to call it. And I was looking for my employment records for my legal person, and I wanted to be recognized as a director, and they recognized me. So this is in Book 5313, page 0898, certificate, dated Brentwood, May 7th, 2012, Kathy Ann Stacy. Cool embossment, isn't it? That's a great seal. Registry of Deeds. Hampshire, Alright. The exhibits. Director of the legal person, John Lee Assassin Jr. RSA 91, New Hampshire, Right to Know Law. Document of a request. Exhibits enumerated below. The original request. Copy envelopes. Copy. This is my original letter I sent from the Executive Director of the Legal Person, John L. Sargent Jr. Attention Commissioner Linda M. Hodgkins and or public servants, pursuant to the State Opens Record Law, New Hampshire, blah blah blah. I write a request to access to and a copy of any employment records, contractual agreements, and the signed contracts that the legal person, John Leo Sargent Jr., who took out my social security number, has with the state of New Hampshire. This is all that I'll take you to court if you don't answer me stuff. That's my little address there. And they sent this back. This was a reply. It is from the Department of Administrative Services, Executive Director of the Legal Person. That's how they responded to me. Who they wrote it to. But they didn't use the all caps name in this letter. This is the letter that was in there. It's basically a form letter. It says that it's 20 cents a copy and they need more time to figure out what to do with me. But they answered me here. So still lower caps. And that is the state of New Hampshire there. And this is what I wrote back to them. March 15th or so, 2012. Attention Meredith A. Hatfield. I got a name now, at least I could talk to somebody. Procedures Administrator. Thank you for your request to my FOIA request. I noticed a problem in your response. The problem is in my title. You use my sovereign name, John Sargent. We live in the declared sovereign state of New Hampshire, and in order for it to be sovereign, it must be inhabited by sovereigns. Your letterhead seems to represent this state, although the address on the envelope shows the corporate state of New Hampshire. The big ones. When I stated that I was the executive director, I am stating that I am the executive director of the legal person / the corporate person, the all caps person, the one that first appeared on my birth certificate, the receipt of my live birth record. I was born and given the name John Leo Sargent Jr. from my parents. They filled out a live birth record and a doctor signed it and sent it into the government. What came back was a birth certificate with a new entity's name on it. The new entity was the all caps person, John Leo Sargent Jr. This person is on all my bills, my paychecks, and multitude of other paper matters. My birth certificate is a receipt of a trust formed by the government unbeknownst to my parents or I. In this trust, they placed my equity and created the corporation John Leo Sargent Jr. So it was my equity placed in trust that I am the sole shareholder of this trust. I then appoint myself, the director, the executive director, or even the sovereign chief executive director of the legal corporation John Leo Sargent Jr. If you know anyone else claiming to be the director of the above said, please let me know who it is so I can fire them. If you have seen the movie The Pirates of the Caribbean, you might have noticed Jack Sparrow had to perpetually reiterate to everyone that he was Captain Jack Sparrow and he was captain of his own ship. So for general legal things, I will approve the use of the director of John Leo Sargent Jr. in any correspondence. This way we will know we have the real McCoy. And in closing, I'm enclosing a personal check for $1 towards any hard copy costs of copies. Thank you for your service, from the director. And her name's Hatfield. That's why I threw in the McCoy's joke. It's my check. See? Capital A. I sign over the authorizing signature. I do a printing attack. And they sent me back this. The director of the legal person, John Leo Sargent Jr. I hit me with the all caps, so they recognize me. That's from there. And this is what they sent back. Pretty much taking all this stuff they went through. Excellent job. That. All to prove I don't work for them. Which I thought was astounding. Nice job, Meredith. So, ultimately, what it is saying is they agree with what I said. They did what I asked them to. And they did not refute anything in my letter about the birth certificate or what it actually is. So, on what I say, if anybody wants to get a copy of this, they can just go to the Registry of Deeds, the County of Rockingham, State of New Hampshire, Book 5313, page 0898. She's the custodian. She has to hang on to it for a job.